A real conversation without projection, ego flexing, or the need to one up someone is a rare gift. Most people talk to be heard, not to listen. Usually people ask questions to reply, not to understand. When everybody's stuck in their own heads, it's such a breath of fresh air when you find a real connection. Because being sociable doesn't always mean you're thriving when you're in those noisy, chaotic exchanges of conversation. And being sociable, you might love people, but you prefer the peace of your own company. And as the saying goes, we're never free from other people's gaze or their opinions of us. And the more people we surround ourselves with, the more judging eyes we have to endure. When you're in a social settings, there's expectations, judgments, or somebody expecting a performance from you. And even in friendly, normal conversations, we feel the need to impress people or conform. And all this pressure really makes it just exhausting, even for people who are social. So this is why even if you enjoy being around people, you might enjoy solitude. Solitude doesn't judge, it doesn't demand. It just lets you be. Now let me explain some ingredients that show an authentic conversation. The first ingredient is self-awareness. This is when you're aware of your own biases, when your ego starts rising, things like that. Just for example, if you're having a debate with somebody and they're saying a foot is 13 inches and it's 12 inches, and they're not budging for some reason because they're dyslexic or they're just trying to troll you or they're just chronically dumb, and you can't do anything about that. But you wanting to prove yourself right is just wanting validation from the other person. And so you really got to be in check for when that ego rises, because you never expect when it's coming. Usually it's midway the words. Now the second one is selflessness. I'm talking about making room and forgetting about yourself, focusing on the other person's perspective. For example, if you're talking about, you just got a DM saying she's busy right now, and you tell a friend about this, and they're on their phone while you tell them this, first of all, get a new friend quickly, efficiently, but also for vice versa, don't switch the topic around. That's just straight up disrespectful. And the third ingredient is desire to listen. Listen to understand, not to reply. A lot of the time people are just pre-firing the replies without even thinking it through. Asking follow-up questions and not zoning out during a conversation is important. This shows that you're engaged. Or somebody's yawning when you're telling a story, but I'm talking about I've had that happen before. It don't feel good, don't it? But without these three ingredients, how are you gonna have a genuine, authentic, honest conversation? It's just not possible. You guys are just both NPCs in the room just trying to click through the cutscene. I'm so serious. Now this is why shallow conversations drain us. When a conversation lacks depth, they could feel so draining. I'm talking about that one prune girl from SpongeBob. And this is especially for people who value authenticity. Just think about conversations that require just pure performance, just small conversations that you're just trying to get by. These are the NPC cutscenes I'm talking about. Now this is why, again, even as a social person, we could sometimes crave solitude. Solitude doesn't demand performance. It just lets you be. Now it's low-key a strange paradox of how you could be sociable but also enjoy solitude. But think about it, we're wired for connection. So much so that without it, you can't even order a delivery for Amazon. And that's why self-checkout's going up and ChatGTP. Sometimes people be utilizing that ChatGTP a little bit too close. And I don't think we're beginning to not like people, but we're beginning to like quality over quantity in our interactions. Now, it's really important to balance your social life and solitude, because too much of either is not good, obviously. I got 3 more ingredients in the cauldron. First one, set boundaries. It's okay to say no to social events. It's okay to pull up late to that party or leave early. Just do what makes you comfortable. It's okay to find alone time. Second ingredient, seek depth. I'm talking about prioritizing one-on-one conversation. That big group stuff, it's hard to go in depth with that. If you're having one-on-one, you can go into some crazy lore. I'm so serious. Now, the third and last ingredient is embrace solitude. Use that alone time to reflect and recharge. I promise you, when you go back to those actual interactions, it's a lot more refreshing because you're being more authentic. Now, again, it's not choosing between people or solitude. It's about finding that perfect mix for you. You know, because some people like a little bit more depth or a little bit more boundaries. You know, you get to really make your own cuisine. But at the end of the day, being sociable and enjoying solitude is not a contradiction. It's really just a reflection of how much you value authenticity. Whether you're in a room full of people or you're embracing your own company, the goal is all the same. It's to connect, understand, and be true to yourself. What about you though? I want to know, comment if you enjoy solitude more or if you're more sociable. I kind of want to know who's, the demographic. And also, the goal is 100 subscribers by the end of next month. Gang, gang. There is about 1,000 dorm rooms looking at me right now. So, y'all, who would have guessed? It is 4 more degrees outside, but it feels the same. I'm telling you this, who's outside feeling it? Yo, this is very peligroso, bro. Don't do this. Was that sick? I'm not here to be silly. And why is the campfire off? Well, because I am so hot. Okay, I say this because of this comment. All my confidence goes to that Jamaican lady in Toronto. Yes, I feel so stupendous right now. Guys, to assert how hot I actually am, I'm going to throw this snowball up in the air and catch it with my face. Somebody saw me do that. The popo. The popo is here. I don't know why they're camping next to the Chinese restaurant. If these dang popo take the orange chicken, I'm losing it. Crap-a-lubble. I forgot to do, y'all know that video where it's like, this is for my safety! Put the phone down. This is for my family! Put the phone down. This is for the horse! Yo, I'm not even joking. A cop said, what are you yelling for? Y'all, I should have got the recording. I should have recorded it. He said, what are you yelling about? I said, oh, this is for a video.